5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open.
This is Q13 News This Morning.
Mike, Bill, here comes Viona.
This morning, a Pierce County boy in serious condition after being hit by a car while trick-or-treating. What we know now about the incident as the driver answers to police.
And developing news in Federal Way, a woman stabbed while giving out candy at home. Now there's a search right now for anyone who did this.
Also, a major health scare at a local school now prompting more than 100 kids to be tested for a deadly disease.
Mike White.
And happy November. Wow, can't believe it already. Starting out a little wet this morning. We broke records in October, but could that also be the case this month? We're tracking how the rain will shape up for that morning commute.
And good
morning here on this Tuesday. And let's do it.
I'm Bill Nixie. Good to have you. Let's check in with MJ now.
Look outside.
Yeah, another month, but the weather's exactly the same. It's just raining and raining on your morning commute. Okay, it's not as bad as yesterday's rain. We'd have the yellows and the reds on the radar, but we have moderate rainfall, like the moderate rainfall from the Canadian border down to Pierce County, where there's a little tiny break, Pierce, Thurston County.
And
the coast is actually seeing a little bit of a break this morning, but between Everett and Tacoma there, Seattle, all of King County, we got a lot of rain on the roadways, so do take it easy. This afternoon it tapers off to showers, so it dries up a little bit, and highs will be mid-50s or mid to upper 50s today, kind of around where we topped out yesterday. There is a little bit of dryness on the way. I'll track that for you in a bit right now. Adam, how are those wet roads?
You know, talking about what we see here on southbound 405 right near 520, watching for a new collision that's kind of hanging up in the Gore Point. I've also heard of some new delays getting out of the north end as well, southbound I-5 between Everett and I'll call it almost the Edmonds area. Somewhere along here on South 5, we've had reports of a collision. Let's go hunting for that in a moment. North 5 continues to be stacked up as you get in through Tacoma, right in towards the Puyallup River Bridge. The Valley Freeway and I-5 seeing more action from 18 to 516 North 405. Clogging it up, Renton into Newcastle. We've seen 520 and I-90 still pretty workable across the water. Liz and Bill.
Sting, Mike, Bill, and Liz.
We are following breaking news right now. The search is on for three armed robbers who broke into a Covington home and pistol whipped the couple living there.
And police say the couple managed to call police before the robbers even left their home. Adam Mertz has the details for us.
Mike Mertz, clip the anchors.
Well, deputies say that these intruders kicked in the front door and went right to the master bedroom where they pistol whipped that husband and wife and demanded money. All of this happening while two young kids, ages 6 and 8, were also inside of this home. This morning, you can see sheriff's deputies have lined this street. Some of them are still searching this neighborhood after those 3 suspects went right into that home and held these people up at gunpoint. King County Sheriff told us that a 911 call came in right around 1 o'clock this morning, and dispatchers could actually hear someone yelling, "Where's the safe?" Deputies got to the home where the 3 suspects were still there. All of them took off running in different directions.
After Mertz, we're going to have another breaking stinger to VO with Bill's mic.
A getaway car, crashed that car, then took off running. This morning, deputies are still searching for all 3 of those suspects. We're told they were wearing masks. They had jackets with hoods. The husband and wife who were pistol whipped, we're told they're now being treated for head injuries. So again, a very violent home invasion. As deputies continue to search for the 3 people involved in this, all of them got away. Of course, we'll stay on top of this story. Any new information, we'll be sure to pass it along. For now, back to you.
Sting, Mike, Bill,
breaking news, and this time from Baltimore, 6 people are dead after a commuter bus and a school bus crashed early this morning. Many more are hurt. Baltimore police say the school bus did not have any children on board. Police on scene there are supposed to hold a briefing soon, and we'll bring you the latest information of what comes out of that.
Mike, Liz, go Cam 1.
6:03 right now. A 7-year-old trick-or-treater is in the hospital with serious injuries this morning after being hit by a car in Tacoma. Of course, this is a parent's worst nightmare on Halloween, and as John Hopperstad tells us, there's another issue right now, and that's the street where this happened. John, good morning.
Mike, up, hop, and go.
Yeah, good morning. We're on I Street here in Tacoma, and it is a long straightaway. I say there's not a lot of lit areas here, especially at night or early in the morning, and people, they say, come speeding down this road. Well, this road contains a lot of homes and a lot of kids here, and that's exactly what we had last night. Kids out trick-or-treating here. And what they say is that
there's a Sotbo
basically
B coming
driver
next.
hit this 7-year-old out here, apparently then tried to get away, but was stopped by neighbors. Now that driver is accused of drinking and driving, but neighbors say a lot of the drivers along here act just too dangerously by driving way too fast.
B sound full?
Cars here all the time. People driving way too fast all the time. People come by at 40, 50 miles an hour, especially at night. Like it's just
fly down.
Straight street, and people just fly down it. It's scary.
Mike, send my back out live.
Yeah, that neighbor says he's always worried when his kids are out here playing. And again, there were a lot of kids out here trick-or-treating last night. That child that was hit, 7-year-old boy, taken to the hospital in with serious injuries this morning. That driver taken into custody, though, accused of driving under the influence. Guys.
Sting Mike Bill,
right now, police in
off.
Federal Way searching for a teenager accused of stabbing a woman who was giving out Halloween candy. Police say a teenage boy came to the door of a home on 14th Way Southwest, and when that woman living there opened the door expecting a trick-or-treater, police say he actually accepted candy and then stabbed her and ran away. That woman is in the hospital this morning but expected to survive. Police used a canine officer to search for the attacker, but so far they haven't found a trace.
Sting Mike Liz.
6:05 here. 2 kids and an adult killed overnight in a hayride accident in Mississippi.
This will be on camera 1
It happened when a trailer pulling the hayride was rear-ended. Several others were hurt in this accident and then taken to the hospital. Investigators still trying to determine a cause of this crash.
Go on camera 1. Stand by VO
and
and
also
B.
this morning, 1 person has died, at least 6 others hurt when a pipeline exploded in Alabama yesterday. Take a look at this explosion here. This shut down the Colonial Pipeline for the second time in 2 months. Now, people were evacuated within 3 miles of the explosion. This particular pipeline serves more than 50 million people.
Search crews on White Pass hoping for the best for a hiker missing on the Pacific Crest Trail. Friends say Chris Fowler has been missing for 20 days now. He was last seen in Packwood in Lewis County. Friends and family headed out to the PCT to help search. They originally thought that Fowler headed out on the trail in sandals, but they now say that he did have tennis shoes on, and they sent us this picture of his pack,
on camera
hoping that someone might recognize it. If you have any information about where Chris might be, call the Yakima County Sheriff's Office.
Camera 2.
6:06 here. You can officially put studded tires on your car starting today. And it's also a good time to put together a winter emergency car kit, just in case you ever get stuck on the roads later this year. So that means everything you would have in a normal emergency kit, the cell phone charger, flashlight, jumper cables, first aid kit, water, snacks, winter clothes, blanket or 2 snow chains, a shovel, ice scraper, even some sand or kitty litter to help build some traction in case you get stuck. So some helpful things as we head towards winter.
And the snow really starting to pile up in the mountains too, MJ.
Yeah, so far not at pass level, but the ski resorts are getting very excited right now. Skiers, yeah, I would recommend getting that ski pass this year. I think we're going to have some good mountain snow. We're getting low rain right now, and it's pretty rainy from Bellingham down to, well, at least Tacoma. This point, and Saturday starts out dry, but another more powerful system looks like it's coming through overnight Saturday into Sunday, which is probably going to taper off eventually, and then Monday is looking like could be dry for the Seahawks Monday Night Football game. All righty, Adam, how's our commute starting out?
Still watching out for this collision on southbound I-5 or southbound 405 rather, as you get in towards 520. This going to hang up kind of in that right lane as you make your way in towards 405. State ferries are on time. Sounder Rail also looks great. Liz and Bill, back over to you.
Bill and Liz go to music. Clip
6:10 right now. Students at a local school exposed to a deadly disease. What is being done right now to make sure this doesn't spread?
Also, what you need to know as open enrollment begins for those under the Affordable Care Act.
Also, the one item in your child's hands that could be causing them to lose sleep. You are watching Q13 News.
Flip all the mics.